Hello, friends. Welcome back to my kitchen. It is Whatcha Cooking Wednesday. So we're gonna make up a recipe I got from one of my recent Taste Buds subscription. It's using our Southwest seasoning mix, which is one of my absolute favorites. So it is an enchilada recipe. Comment below and tell me, yay, you like enchiladas, or nay, you're not an enchilada fan. So tell me what you are. I do appreciate you joining in, and say hello to, if you just popped in, say hello. Let me know you're watching. If you're watching the replay, comment #replay. All right. So we are making this chicken and black bean enchilada. Now it's doing a couple things that are going to make it a little bit healthier for us. We're going to be using a low carb tortilla. And actually we're also going to blend in some cottage cheese into our enchilada sauce, just to give it a little more protein, make it healthy. So, I love that. So this is going to make about 8 servings, and we're going to make it here in, I think I used this last week when you guys saw it. This is the 9x13 Brilliance bakeware pan. It's the pretty blue on the outside, non-stick, both sides, inside, outside, non-stick. This is a dream to clean up. So easy to use. It's truly become one of my favorite pans. I make a lot of like casserole type things. So this 9x13 pan is perfect. Also for brownies, we also have a square pan. And the sheet pan. Oh my gosh, the sheet pan is fabulous for sheet pan dinners. So that's what we're using tonight. Are you guys ready? Let's get cooking. All right. We're going to get this in the oven, hopefully in about 15-20 minutes. All right. So let me move you guys around here and get you positioned so that you can see what I do. I think about there, give or take. All right. We've got the blender over here. We're going to use that to actually mix up our sauce, because we want to blend that. Remember I said we're using cottage cheese. So we want to blend the cottage cheese so that it's nice and smooth. So we're going to add in a cup of cottage cheese into our blender. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to grab a can of enchilada sauce. You can go mild, spicy, whatever your favorite brand is. But I'm using my smooth edge can opener. And I'll show you something here in just a minute about this. I just want to get this going. Super easy to use. If you have not seen me use this before, I swear I use this all the time. But the edge of the can actually goes between those two circles there. And when I gave it a quarter turn, it locks on. And then you give it a quarter turn to the left, it comes right off. Then you use this little button here, and that makes this little beak part here go up and down. Grab the edge of the can, pop it right off. Easy peasy, right? There we go. All right, I'm going to grab I'm going to need this, so I'm going to use this one. I'm using, this is the long, skinny scraper. If you have our deluxe cooking blender, this is a must to have with it because it reaches down in there. So I'm going to pour my can of enchilada sauce in here. Just use my scraper to get all the bits and pieces. Make sure I don't leave any in the can. All right. I think I got it pretty clean. What do you think? Yeah. All right. So that's there. Then I need about a tablespoon of our Southwestern seasoning. So the lid, the first line in the bottom here, you can't really see there, but there's a line there, the top line. That's about a tablespoon. So you don't even have to use a measuring spoon, dirty measuring spoon. You can just use the lid, all right? All right, so I've got, and I'll make sure I got this right. Yeah, okay. So we just need to blend this until smooth. And I'm just going to use a manual setting. I don't need to use any of the pre-settings that I've talked about in the past. We're going to turn it on. And I'm just going to hold this pulse down, probably maybe 20 seconds at the most, to get it blended and smooth. So it's a little loud, so I won't do too much talking, but you can see how it's working. Maybe another 10 seconds, I think. That'll give us about 30 seconds. I just want to scrape the sides down a bit. I started it off, I should have put it on the smoothie setting because it was started off slower. And that way it wouldn't have shot up the toppings. So I want to make sure I get the big pieces of cottage cheese down into the blender there. I think what I'm going to do is put it on a lower setting to finish it off, because I don't want it to fly everywhere. So all I need to do that, there we go. I cancel that. I want to move this to a custom blend. And I'm just putting it was on 7. I'm just putting it on like a 3. There we go. That's much better. There we go. All right. So my sauce is ready. How fast and easy was that, right? Okay. Actually, I'm going to leave it right there for a second because I need to grate up some cheese. Let's put that out of the way for a second. So, we're using some cheddar cheese tonight. And you guys, if you've watched me before, you've seen this grater, my favorite grater. This is our coarse grater. I love it because it folds flat, so it's easy to put in my drawers. It has a cover here, so I'm not going to scratch my fingers, and it's not going to go dull when it's sitting in the drawers, right? This little button on the back, push it down, and you can release it, so it becomes like a box grater, or you could do it right over the bowl like this. It has these flat little silicone feet, keeps it from moving around on you. Just a dream to use, okay? Plus the little edges here, the little feet, you can put that on the edge of the bowl so that when you're going back and forth, the bowl will hold it in place. All right, so we need about 2 cups grated up. Now, there's a few reasons it's better to grate your own cheese. It's less expensive, and, you know, we're all trying to save money these days. Because you can buy a big block, for a lot less than those bags, pre-grated. Another big reason is that it's fresher. It will melt better because it is that freshly grated cheese, and it doesn't have those extra additives. So it just has the ingredients of cheese right here. If I used the pre-grated package, it would have a filler. They have to add something so that the cheese doesn't stick together. They do say plant-based, but it's basically like wood pulp, okay? Nobody wants wood pulp in their cheese, and nobody wants those extra calories, right? All right, so look at that. I just grated that up in like a minute. I don't know. Not very long, right? Okay, so we have freshly grated cheese. Now we're going to put our filling together. So I wanted to combine, I have already in my bowl, I'll move my bowl over so you guys can see it. I have black beans that I've drained and rinsed in here. So I have 4 cups of chicken. Now, the recipe calls 4 cups of cooked shredded chicken. Basically 1 rotisserie chicken would fill it. What I do, like every week, is we like to have we call salsa chicken. So I just take chicken breast and a jar of salsa, and then I do like 5, whatever the big package of chicken breast is, in the multi-cooker on the pressure cooking setting with a jar of salsa, and we make up salsa chicken. And it's great to have with rice, or to make a taco salad during the week, or make a little wrap, anything like that. So I already had that chicken cooked up, so that's what I'm using. And it's already got the similar flavors because it's using the, it's kind of like salsa flavored, right? All right, let me get rid of this bowl. So that's my cooked chicken all ready to go. Now, what else did I need to put in here? Chicken. Okay, do I do this? Half of the cheese. Oh my gosh, I lost my place. Oh, the beans are in there, the green chilies. So I need 2 cans of green chilies. So I'm going to grab my smooth edge can opener again. Place it on top, turn it to the right, lock it on, and then just scrape it. Just turn it until it's done, okay? You'll feel a little release. And there's one can. And like I said, smooth edges. Both the lid and the base are smooth now. All right, let me grab the other one. So 2 cans of green chilies. It was 1 can of black beans. All right, let's get these in there. Now we're done with that. All right, let me throw this in there. And the great thing about using the smooth edge can opener is that you're not going to nick up your scrapers because there are no sharp edges to cut it. All right, one more in there. Okay, let me move this off to the side. Okay. So let me double check. What else do we need in here? Chicken, green chilies, beans, 1/4 cup of the sauce, half the cheese, and the remaining seasoning. Okay, so remaining seasoning is calls for another tablespoon of Southwest seasoning. So measure that to the line there. So no measuring spoon needed. All right, about half my cheese. So about 1 cup of cheese in there. There we go. Then I need 1/4. I'm going to put this cheese off to the side because we won't need that for a bit. I don't even think I need that knife anymore. But. All right, cancel that and turn that off for now. The blender, one of my favorite features on it, is that it cleans itself. All right, it'll wash itself. I'll put the soap and water in here. Clean it right up. Okay, 1/4 cup of the sauce. So I'm just going to get that out. Throw that right in there. Alrighty. The oven is preheated to 425. All right, give this a stir. This is our filling for our enchiladas, okay? Let's give this a nice stir. Get that sauce mixed in. So yeah, you can use any kind of chicken, any kind of cooked chicken that you want, all right? You could cook your own, grab a rotisserie, use leftovers. Like if you had leftover chicken or pork or even ground beef, you could totally use that too, or ground turkey, all right? Sometimes we cook up a bunch of ground turkey instead of chicken because we want something different for our salads and stuff during the week. So you could put ground turkey in here as well. All right, there we go. That is our filling right there, okay? Now, I'm gonna grab my dish because I wanna prep that. Just trying to move some stuff around here. Okay. So all I need to do is put a little bit of oil in here. Now, I like to use a little bit of oil, regular oil, instead of spraying it. I definitely don't use spray cans, the canned stuff, because it has extra additives in it. But I just use our little pastry brush. It has these little silicone things. And just give it this really doesn't need much oiling because this pan is so non-stick. So I am just gonna, I put in there like, I don't even think, like maybe half a teaspoon in there, 1/4 teaspoon. It doesn't need much. I just want a little bit on there just to make sure we don't stick, right? And that's it. I mean, super easy, done. Then we're gonna take another 1/4 cup of the sauce that we made up in the blender. I'll grab another 1/4 cup, and I want to spread that over the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to take that pastry brush again, and I don't need this measuring cup anymore, so I'm going to get all that sauce off of there. Sorry, but I don't want to leave any of this yummy sauce behind. There we go. I'm going to put that back there. All right, so just kind of move this around, get it all over the bottom. Doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of just to get our little sauce underneath our enchiladas. There we go. All right, so that's that. I'm going to put this off to the side because we don't need that sauce until the very end here. All right, trying to make a little bit of room for myself here. Okay, hold on one second because we got to spread out these tortillas. All right, so we've got 8 tortillas. I'm using, these are just like an 8-inch size whole wheat carb balance. You can use whichever ones you want. If you don't want to do low carb or you don't want to do whole wheat, you know, do whatever you want. Whatever you like, okay? So I'm just going to lay them out here because I want to, 2, 3. Yeah. So I thought there was 10 there for a second. All right, because it's easier if I can just eyeball the evenness of this. All right. What I want to do, oh, yeah, you're just going to be in my way, aren't you? Trying to move this stuff out of the way. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to take it, put like a spoonful or so, and we're going to spread this out in a minute. I'm just going to take a spoonful or so and put it on each of the tortillas. They're going to be pretty full. All right, that's okay. We want nice full tortillas in our thing here. All right. So what would you put in your enchiladas? What, if you like enchiladas, what kind of filling do you like in them? Comment below and tell me. Would you use chicken? Are you a fan of black beans? Maybe you don't like black beans. You could use pinto beans or even red beans, small red beans. All right, my beans are going everywhere here. All right, try to spread this out. We're gonna have a little extra. Ooh. There's a lot of this in here. All right, let's see how we're doing here. All right. Ooh, which one needs more? So this is all cooked. When we're gonna put it in the oven, it really just has to be heated through, okay? Because everything is cooked. We're just heating it all through. Let's see, maybe that one a little more. All right, just a little bit more in here. I'll put you right there. Okay. All right, that's that. Easy peasy. Okay. Now, we just need to roll these up, and that might be easier said than done. I'm going to take this just to try to evenly smush them. Okay. I'm just going to roll it up and then get it into this pan. And you want to lay them seam side down like that. Okay. And you want to get this mixture all the way to the ends of it. All right, and then seam side down. Just like that. There we go. So spread your mixture out. And it's going to kind of come out the ends. Don't worry about it. They're a little messy. It'll all bake together in the oven. So don't worry about that if it comes out. There'll be extra there. Okay. And kind of push them back towards each other this way. So they're kind of tight in there because you want them tight. You don't want them unrolling or anything while they're baking. Okay. There we go. Look at this. Easy peasy, right? Nope. It's not hard. Don't make it harder. And don't worry if it looks a little messy. It's okay. All right. And you get 2 more in here. So this is why I said keep, as you add them in, keep pushing them back so that it will fit them all in there. There we go. Oh, perfect. What do you think? Got them all in there. All right. There we go. All right. Give me a second to wash my hands off. Okay. Come on. All right. That is done. Now we're going to take, just going to clean up my messy counter here from my things. All right. Now all we have to do is cover the enchiladas, the sauce, and then put the cheese on top. That's it. Okay. So take this sauce and just pour it over the top. Then we're going to spread it out a little bit so it covers that. You want them all kind of covered. You want those tortillas covered so that they don't get dried out. So this is why I said this is the greatest scraper for this, because it gets right down in there in between the blades and everything. So I'm trying to get a little bit more out of here. There we go. Sorry, you have to see the back end of that. I have to hold it this way, otherwise I'm going to drop it. There we go. Let me get the last bit out of there. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to take this, spread it over. And then, like I said, we want to try to cover that. It doesn't need to be a thick covering because this will thin out a little bit as it bakes. There we go. There. That's pretty good coverage. All right, get rid of that. And now let's grab this cheese that we had grated. And we put some cheese on top. All right, what are you thinking? Is this looking good? Would your family eat this? Tell me. Would your family eat this up? I'm gonna save those little pieces of cheese for my dog. He might like those. All right. Make sure we have cheese everywhere. Oops. You can see the back of the mat that way. All right. Just spread out this cheese and look at, they're done. All right. They're ready to go in the oven. That took what, 15, 20 minutes. See, easy peasy to get in the oven fast. All right, I got a little sauce there. I'm going to wipe that off so it doesn't get baked on. All right, baked uncovered in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, okay? You grab those in there. Oh. Alexa set a timer for 20 minutes. All right, dinner's in the oven. Easy peasy. So I've got about 20 minutes. What I'm going to do is a side dish. You can make a slaw, like a jicama slaw is really good. That's one of my favorite things, jicama and mango slaw. But it's really hard to find jicama up in Connecticut, especially this time of year. So I'm going to be doing some sauteed vegetables. I'm just going to saute up some Vidalia onion and zucchini and red pepper and put a little bit of that Southwest seasoning on it so that it kind of marries the flavor of the enchiladas. They kind of go together, right? You can also use the chili lime seasoning or just a little bit of lime juice, a little bit of chili powder if you have that, just to give them that Southwest kind of flavor seasoning. But that's how we're going to add a little veggie to that because there's not really any vegetables in there, right? You could put a little chopped, I would put, I just thought of it, but I could put a little chopped spinach in there if I wanted to throw a lot of spinach. But this is being classic enchiladas, other than the cottage cheese, right? That's not exactly classic enchiladas, but it's going to put a nice spin on it and give us a little extra protein in our dish. So that's it for this week of What You Cook on Wednesday. If you haven't seen, I was going to show you real quick. One special thing that's going on in February is this stainless steel skillet, saute pan, skillet, I can't remember what they call it, is actually available only this month. We had it as a host only special in November and December, and we have a few left over. So they are for sale right now if you're looking to add to your stainless steel collection. They are for sale in February only while supplies last, okay? So that's what I'm going to be using tonight to saute up my vegetables in a few minutes. And also, if you're part of Sharice's Paper Kitchen group, you already know that we have my Share the Love customer appreciation sale going on right now. It's 25% off of everything. And that is on top of the last chance sale that Paper Chef has, which they're discontinuing a ton of items before our spring catalog comes out in March. And they put them all on sale up to 35% off. So you can technically get almost half price on some of these items with both discounts. So if you're not part of Sharice's Paper Kitchen yet, I will drop the link below and you can join us and check it all out. If you are a member, thank you for being a member of the group. I cherish you so much and I appreciate you. It is a great group. Everybody's always interacting, sharing recipes, sharing pictures of food that they make. So make sure that you check that out. All right. Hope you all have a fabulous week. If you're getting some of this sloppy weather coming through, Dottie, I see you're on here. You're safe. You're in Florida. Right. But up in the north and across the country, the northern areas, we are getting a sloppy rain, sleet, ice mix. So if you're in that area, stay safe and stay warm. All right. Have a great week, everyone. I'll see you next Wednesday for more Whatcha Cooking Wednesday. Bye.